invite Dr. Bhushan Punani ji and make him co-host, as well as I'll make myself on other mobile also a co-host. I'll make a spotlight for everyone so that we can listen Dr. Bhushan Punani. Namaste everyone and welcome to this very special episode of our video podcast today. We have privilege of meeting and learning from true story, true visionary Dr. Bhushan Punani, a name synonymous with leadership, compassion and national building in the field of disability and disability inclusion. Dr. Bhushan Punani's journey is extraordinary from his early years marked by scarcity of and struggle to becoming IIM Ahmedabad alumnus who choose service over security. He has built one of the India's largest, most impactful organization, Blind People Association. His life embodies the spirit of stalwartship without ownership, stalwartship without ownership. A belief that true leaders are more merely custodian working for greater good of all. That means they are trustee, custodian, not the owner, and everyone owns the mission statement. In today's session, we'll walk through his inspiring journey and explore how he built sustainable infrastructure, master of art in fundraising, and continues to expand his mission with humility and purpose. Dr. Bhushan Punani, it's an honor to have you with us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Anurag. Thank you very much. Thanks for showing all the slides and sharing information about my journey, which has been very exciting and also rewarding. Just to share with the people on the screen and off the screen that I never imagined that the organization, which is so small but with a lot of potential, emerges country's largest NGO in the disability development field. And as Anurag rightly pointed out, my journey began from a small village, a small town in Haryana. And just to mention, the three people played a very decisive role in shaping up my future and giving me encouragement. It was my father, whose picture you have seen, who was a very pious soul, known as reformer, social reformer in the area. His life did inspire me. Then we had Swami Advaitanandji. First time in my life, I saw a saint who could predict his own demise. He told that this day, this time, he'll be moving to the other world. And I, as a student of 6th standard, was standing before this divine soul. And at the designated time, by saying Ram, Ram, 3 times, he left this world of mortals. And he had nothing. He had no bank account. He had no house. He had virtually nothing apart from the place where he was staying. That also was a kutia, a public place. And that gave me an impression that you can be happy, you can be contented, you can be satisfied, you can inspire others without having any material gifts or anything which you own. No ownership can also make you serve others. And that impression, and just to conclude, we made a samadhi for him, which is there even today. Whenever I go to Hansis, first thing go to my father's statue and this samadhi, and to seek their blessing. And third person is saint, who became a saint during partition, one of my uncle or my mother. He met us after 40 years. For 40 years he was wandering, he was preaching. And he gave me a very small meditation formula, Om Sohang, and how to use these 2 words for your meditation. And that has shaped my career in a very big way. Of course, my mother, which was a big source of inspiration and motivated me, despite being at IIM Ahmedabad with a gold medal from NDRI Karnal, I should opt for something unconventional.
Yes.
So, going to the further part, journey at IIM was also very exciting. A lot of ICE calls, as we call them, people from all the premier institutes studying among them and having a very brilliant faculty and a very outstanding system, still did not deter me from going from unconventional field. When it came to placement, as Anurag said, I opted for unconventional job. People told me, what a risk. You want to encash your IIM degree? I said, no, I'll encash in a different way. And the most unconventional job, as you know by now, was joining the Blind People's Association, known as Blind Men's Association, which is just a school for the blind with few activities. And I was not sure what I can do, but I promised the management, which are led by Shri Arvind Lal Bhai, Jagdish Bhai Patel, Bhadraban Satya, Nandiban Munshi, all stalwarts from the industry and social field, that I will definitely stick for 2 years and will not leave under any circumstances. But if things are shaping up and things are happening, I will continue. I must tell you, those 2 years period was never over. It's now 45 years, still it continues. But the credit for success of BPA goes to people of Gujarat. They are very philanthropist. Wherever they are, they believe in philanthropy. And that has made a big difference to the growth of NGOs in the state of Gujarat. If you are transparent, if you are accountable, if you are visible, if you are doing something pious, money is never the any restriction. There are people to support you, and that made us grow very fast. And here, just to mention and to tell you, all my friends from corporate and NGOs, we believe in the principles of stewardship, trusteeship, as given by Mahatma Gandhi. And he mentioned that you have to run an NGO not as an owner, but only as a manager, as a trustee. The moment you start feeling that you are the owner, that's the downfall for the people and for the
True.
organization. So
Yes.
my organization, which is managed by very, very outstanding group of trustees, and it believes in the principle of stewardship, that we're running a ship without any ownership. We are just the captains, we are just the managers, and that has made a very big difference. And few things which I like to highlight, which has made us very different than, first of all, BPA is 100% transparent, accountable, believes in reporting back the end use of all the contributions, and believes in taking the community along with all our activities and our projects. And just you'll be wondering, just go to our website, bpindia.org. Every day at 6 o'clock, you can see the list of donors, you can see the list of activities. For 5 years, who gave how much donation for what purpose? You can see that. You can see the list of CSR partners. I don't think any NGO will disclose that who are their CSR partners. And we are one of the few organizations which uploads the list of CSR partners right on the homepage of our uh, website.
Yeah.
Then in annual report, we reflect the list of all the NGOs and all the CSR partners who are supporting us with the amount disclosed and with the purpose disclosed. That has made us very different. That is because our trustees and our team, the team of directors, deputy directors, they believe in 100% transparency, and that is what has made the big difference. Then
When you
coming to,
say transparency, that is wonderful. So three things you have said: transparency, visibility, and visibility means, I think, that is activity visibility, what we are doing. And third is pious. And and you said every day 6 o'clock. That means every day 6 o'clock is uploaded the previous
yes,
day contribution. Wonderful.
because
I'll just go through while you are talking. I'll just go through the website also meanwhile, and so that I can learn a lot of things. And this learning is not only for me. This learning is for everyone who wants to start their own venture, sitting at their own location, and they are struggling. The struggling for fund is one of the major struggle of those social venture who wants to start social venture, and they want to do good quality work in the society. They have to raise fund. There is no other way they can do without funding. So these are three things which is certainly commendable, which is I have noted down. But one thing you said, stewardship to without ownership. That means anyone who is working there, they have belongingness, but they don't own. Is it my understanding is okay for this?
Yes, Anurag, because the ownership of trust lies with the state. We work with the public money. Every money is given by public and corporate and the government. So we have no right to say that this is our money. This is not our money. This is money given to us to use for the cause for which your NGO has been established. And this feeling has to go down the line to everybody. Just to add to the three things you mentioned, there are two more things. One is that every NGO must know what are the statutory compliances, which is very important in today's world because now, as you know, we are under a lot of statutory compliances, particularly in the Income Tax Act, charity laws, then FCRA, to be very specific, and the CSR rules. Now, unless you understand the compliances, unless you know how to fulfill those compliances, because they are mandatory, you have no choice. You have to meet with all the statutory compliances. BPA, for one, is known for meeting 100% statutory compliances. And second thing, along with that, is the innovativeness. You cannot be stagnant. You have to keep on growing. You have to keep on diversifying, expanding your activities. That's what BP has done from a small campus of 2.5 acres. We are now spread across the state of Gujarat and part of Rajasthan with a chain of campuses, number of activities, and my team has been always struggling to grow. Almost every second year, we're adding a new campus, and you'll be surprised. We never spend money on the capex. All money on the capex is raised from our donors, corporate and foreign donors, and that's the way you have to reach more and more people. Now we are, changing our approach. Instead of having big campuses, we want to have small early intervention centers. And I request all the NGOs who are listening to me that you go to the people, go to their homes, go to their hearts and minds and souls, and try to help them wherever they are because they don't have money, they don't have knowledge, they don't have resources to come to you. It's up to you that how you mobilize the resources and get the support and go to them. And very small intervention, just giving them physiotherapy, just giving them low vision devices, just giving them a surgery or therapeutic intervention can change their lives. You saw a number of examples and Rob showed you. They're very small interventions. And it's the family, it's the parent, it's the community which matters. If you go to the community, like as BPA, we already have 34 early intervention centers, we have 18 vision centers, and we are going to expand these small centers maybe to every taluk, to maybe every sometime to every village wherever possible, so that people of that area who are not aware, despite a lot of schemes and entitlements and things, people are not aware. They're not getting anything like that. So if you go to them, motivate them, enable them, counsel the family, results are fantastic. So this is the way we have to keep changing the approach. And just to add the fourth dimension, which is now becoming very important, Anurag, and all the participants, is technology and the social media. Technology is a game changer. I give a classical example. 30 years before, a person with visual impairment could not touch a computer, could not touch a mobile because it was inaccessible. Today, highest number of jobs people are getting are the computer related. Highest type of skills they are developing are the IT based. They are into large companies. So because now we have a technology, we have a screen reading software, we have a special devices, we have smart glasses, we have mobility sticks with the laser devices. So we have to live with that. Same applies to other disabilities, be it deaf blindness, be it autism. Once you use the technology, it can change the lives of people. Just to mention, Anurag, as you are in the field of autism, we are very happy that very first student of our ITI, one Ganesh, he was the first one to complete the 10th standard in a regular school. He was the first one to complete 12th standard in the regular school. He was the first one to do a certificate course of 1 year in computer. and also did a 1 year course in desktop publishing. You can't believe that a person who is severe autism can break the ceiling and can achieve all these milestones. And he was so impressive that Doordarshan carried a small feature on him, that how despite deaf blindness he could operate the computer to the desktop. So this happened not because the hard work of mother and institute. It happened because of technology use, because of new method use. So I urge upon that NGOs need to use the technology, and the last dimension is the changing the policies, changing the laws. You cannot be a static spectator. You have to see that how the new dimensions of law, policies, programs can change the life of people. And you don't have to just sit in the wall of your office, four walls of your institute. You have to go out. You have to see that you work closely with the government, with the authorities, and enable them, motivate them, help them to evolve new laws, new policies, new program, and make a big difference.
And at a very small level, like us and many other working in different part of country, uh, like right now I can visualize that when BPA reaches to some authority, government authority, it makes a lot of difference. But how we can do as a small partner of this game?
Actually, that's a very good question. You have to understand our philosophy, our reach, that how we develop the contacts with the community. You all will be very surprised. There are a lot of good people in the community who want to do something, who want to support in one way, but they don't know how to go about. My colleagues keep on telling that we are one of the few institutes where we don't pay any rental. We don't hire any place in the community. Every place where we run the centers is given by the community, is with the participants community. If you go to a small taluk or big village and identify a good people who are willing to work, preferably people who understand disability well, are the parents, are the family members, and have experienced disability, they will come forward. There are huge resources in the community which can be tapped. We are not saying that go and set up everything special. You have to be inclusive. You have to use the same infrastructure, same school, same health center, same post office, same bus stand. Everything remains the same. It's only that you are diverting those resources for the use of families and people with disabilities and those at risk. And you'll be surprised. The resources which are available in the community are so abundant. Even they can mobilize financial resources, material resources. We have, as I mentioned, all these campuses where every land has come as a donation, either from the government or from the public. If BP can get 45 acres of land as donation, as right to use, I'm sure everybody can get. We raised a lot of community resources which are used in the community itself. BP has no role in that money. It's their money used for their own purpose. We are only the motivators and enablers.
Great. So that means everyone can do at their own level, and possibly the community movement is much more important role in this. When we reach, we cannot sit in our office. We have to go to the community, the small talukas, to influence people, and that is where the success lies. So many NGOs struggle to balance compassion with the sustainability. What were the key strategies or decisions that helped you build long-term, self-sustainable infrastructure for BPA program? I think you have answered it, but certainly would like to much more on this long term. That means even if we are not there, it should run the way it is running.
Thank you, Anurag. First thing for that, you need a very good team of people. And there's the sixth dimension. I mentioned five. Sixth dimension is having a very good team of dedicated, devoted people who take up this task as a lifetime mission. And people find it very difficult to find such people. But I'm very happy that BP has been very fortunate. All my team members have joined BPA out of choice, out of compassion, out of dedication. They all are qualified, they all have doctorate, they have postgraduate, and then they were sent to best institutes in the world, and they were able to do their sensitization orientation program. They get all the exposure in the best institute, and then they came and developed. And to make it sustainable, while the government is a big source, corporate is a big source, but you have to have your own resources for the sake of sustainability. You all will be glad the income tax law permits you to have a corpus, and the corpus, to be in the technical term, is not an income, it's not taxable. Every corpus is deducted, is not considered income of that year. So BPA, right from 1981, started building small corpuses. We call it individual corpus, and we requested people, you give us the money, money will remain intact. We will not use your money. We'll invest that money in the rightful manner. And what earning we get, it used to be 15%. Now it has come down to 8 to 9%. We will use that for running the program of your choice. I'm very glad when I'm talking to you. We started with one such endowment corpus fund. Now we are 245. And there are 245 groups of people who have trusted us, and they have given us their money, including some corporate, and that money we use as a corpus and use the interest earning or dividend earning from that money for running our activities. So I urge upon all the NGOs that while it's good to get money from the government, we must get it. While it's good to raise and spend the money, but some part of the money, and just to clarify to all of you, 15% of your total income of the year you can carry forward for perpetuity, for your sustainability. The law permits you. You can spend only 85%, 15% under Section 11(1). Remember that. Tell to your CA that money can be carried forward forever. Under Section 11(2), any money which is surplus of that year can be carried forward for 5 years. You can spend in 5 years. So because of these, legal and income tax rules, you can become sustainable, provided you save some money and carry it for posterity, and you encourage people, encourage the corporate. While they cannot give you corpus under CSR, but they can give you corpus from their own donations, from their family fund, from their foundation. So because BPA started building a corpus and went for a very well planned investment policy, investment practice, we are one of the best institute as far as investment comes to investment, and that has made us sustainable to the level that we do get the government grant, we do get the corporate money, but we want to come to a level where the organization remains financially, economically sustainable forever. And BP is a classical example. I urge upon you to go to our website and go to publication and read the book Charity to Parity by Shubhra Gaur. And this book will explain you what I'm talking, that how you can become sustainable. And if you have any question, you can ask our team. And this is the good planning, people's participations, people's faith, and following the law very strictly, that you can make your NGO sustainable.
So that means 245 corpus fund. That means there are 245 around projects running on the name of those who have donated, contributed. And does BPA has 245 account numbers also for that to keep that fund? Or
Very
it is kept in a single fund, single account and then distributed as per the project?
Yeah, good question, Anurag. Actually, we don't need to keep a separate account. We keep a separate ledger. For
Ledger.
every fund, there are two ledgers. Ledger one is for the fund, ledger two is for the interest. So every interest earning which we get, collective, comprehensive interest earning, we allocate to every fund, and that is credited to the interest account. And any money we spend for the purpose for which the money was given is debited to the interest ledger. And when there's a new contribution which is coming to that particular individual corpus, that is credited to the fund. So the corpus fund ledger is never debited, it's only credited, it's only increases, whereas the interest ledger is debited and credited every year on regular basis. So there are separate ledgers in our books of account, and then the principle is we are locking system. Once the money is debited, credit to a ledger, it cannot be transferred to any other account. So it remains there forever, and it cannot be used for other purpose. And second thing, I'd just like to mention that our donors keep on giving us money because we report back to them. My team of fundraising, my team of the executives report back to every donor what happened to their fund, how much money we have spent, and every donor has a right to come and see our books of account and to do his own audit or inspection and see that where the money is being spent. And we have now a very special system of giving quarterly report to every donor, every friend. Many of you who are on the screen, you must be getting. If you're not getting, just send us your email ID. You'll be getting quarterly report every quarter on all the activities of BP, and that keeps us going. And then we keep on finding the new donors from India and abroad. Now, even the foreign donors are very keen, particularly people who are Indian origin, to have such small corpuses. We tell the people, don't start your own NGO. It's very cumbersome and very expensive and very, I should say, challenging to run an NGO. You better have your corpus with us, which will be as good as your NGO, and you can play a role in that. Many of our donors, they manage the fund. We are only the instrument. We are only the base where they operate. They manage the fund, and that has made a big difference to the growth of BPA.
Wonderful. There's one question out of this learning which I am getting. Suppose a person, since I conduct a lot of boot camp for developing social venture, those who want to develop their own social venture, this webinar will work as a catalyst for that. I have a lot of people who want to start, but they are somewhere stuck. So can there be one association with BPA so that BPA can find their strength and then try to develop them as an extended part of BPA? Because finally, as you said, everyone thinks that it should run after them, not they should own the things. They would certainly like to work as a trustee, as you mentioned. They can work on behalf of BPA and then further you can do. Is that possible? Because as you said that don't start your NGO to the contributor. Similarly, though, there are many people who want to do something for the society, but they struggle for the fund. They have a lot of good experience. They are working in corporate. They have worked in corporate. Now retired or maybe at the verge of retirement, but want to work. That is where I found there's a lot of scope of corporate employees looking for because they have some special person at home.
Yeah, thank you very much. In fact, we have a system that whenever we ask by any association or group of NGOs like Parivar, Swikar, to organize special sessions for them on resource mobilization, on statutory compliance, we do that. We do it regular basis. Recently, 2 months before, we did a whole seminar which was available online. You can find that on our YouTube. The whole seminar on capacity building of NGOs, where all the 4 laws were, shared threadbare in the real sense by the leading experts of this country. So this is to keep on motivating the NGOs how they should be, statutory compliance and how they should mobilize resources. And BPA is a very open organization. As just to highlight that, we believe that we don't have to work for people who are in our campus. We have to work for each and everybody in any part of the country. So we can work through other NGOs. So our concept of CBR, now which is called CBID, we have worked through more than 250 organizations funded by a consortium of international funding organization to build their capacity, to run a program, and after 3 years to see that it's their program. So we believe in Anurag in local action. We like the people to have the local NGO, local organization. And we'll be very happy to guide them, motivate them. And incidentally, our website, our annual report carries the complete information that who are our CSR partner, where we raise the money online, and how we raise the money, which departments are helping us. I urge upon, see that, and even when you have any questions and anybody wants to start any activity or any fund with BPA, many corporate have done, will be very happy to take care of that. And I like to clarify one thing which is very unique about BPA. From all these funds, from all this CSR contribution, from all these small individual funds, corpus fund we have, there's no contribution to BPA. There's no service charge. There's no money, not a single rupee is transferred to BPA account. This service is 100% free by BPA. BPA runs on the different funds, which are general donations and our own earnings and our government grant. But when it comes to people's money, the corporate money, the individual money, which they are entrusted to us, that will have no cost borne by that donor, no his contribution. So we'll be very happy to guide anyone, my team, which is a very, very strong team. They all are a group of dedicated, experienced, learned people. They'll be very happy. We have system of even hand-holding of number ones in the western part of India under Sense International India program. We have been helping organizations under Site Savers program, CBM program. So we'll continue doing that, and we'll be very happy if we could be instrumental in strengthening or promoting a good cause in any part of the country.
So in case I can take your to a website where you can guide if any organization which is very small right now can do some research in your website. Uh, I think this is the website BPA. Community-based inclusive development. I have opened CSR, CBR, CBI. I have opened CBID.
Yeah, this is our STAR program, which you do with the support of Rehab Council of India, and it was developed by Melbourne University. So there we do support other NGOs, and we'll be happy to do that. And there are a number of such programs which are very innovative and need-based. So you can visit our website, you can visit our social media. We are very powerful. I'll also urge upon the NGOs that you should have a very powerful, well-designed social media. It's very easy now to reach the world and to reflect your achievements or your programs through the social media. So BPA is very active on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Now we'll be on LinkedIn and also all of the social media. We do that, number one, to maintain our transparency. Number two, to share our information. Number three, to change the mindset of the people that it is possible to share your information and still keep on growing. See, Anurag, I'd like to clarify, we don't have right on all the money, but we are right on all the services. If through
Yes.
our intervention, our information sharing, if people can benefit, that will be a big, big achievement for us. My whole team believes in ideology of giving, sharing, caring, and being a trusted partner, both to the government, to the corporate, to the individual donors, to the foundations, and to ourselves.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it is taking time to open this some is because of internet space speed. How did you bring professional management practice, perhaps inspired by your IM background, or into the social sector without losing the human touch? Because it is when during my personal experience, I could find that it is very difficult to find very professional people in social sector. It require we train them, guide them, and develop them. It takes a lot of time. Whereas in corporate sector, when I was there, it is very easy. Just go through two, three, four round of interviews and do it. But there was money also. But here, money is certainly a constraint when we start. When we try to give money with our budget constraint of budget. First thing, second thing, people normally don't see a role model that they can become after that, because they need to see the career path in this social sector also. So this is one question which is always there
Yeah,
with me.
as I mentioned, I repeat, you have to identify the right people.
Mm.
People who want to join you out of concern, out of dedication, out of some experience, and they are willing to sacrifice the luxury of earning high monies in corporate and having a very comfortable life. Number two, once they join you, you have to build them, you have to motivate them, you have to see that they have the right type of skills. You have to depute them, nominate them to right type of training centers across the world and look for scholarships or sponsorship. That's number one. Number two, then give them free hand to work, give them freedom, give them sort of an energy to so that they work on their own. And third thing, and very important, sense of ownership. You have to keep struggling, that people feel for a collective ownership. It's not a one man's ownership. It's not a one man's stewardship. It's the
Mhm.
collective ownership which matters. And if you keep those people glued to your cause and keep them motivated, keep them informed, keep them sensitized. I mean, that makes it. We have a very small, very a good system. Our board of director meets every Tuesday and Friday from 10:30 to 12:30. So all our key people get together and share everything. That brings in cohesiveness. Then we have WhatsApp group of each and every staff member, and they get all the updates on day to day, hour to hour basis. Then we do a very, very interesting thing, that we celebrate birthdays of our staff every month. Every month, all the people who have the birthdays, we celebrate that. Everybody gets together. We have lunch, the snacks together. And another thing we do is we invite our staff to come and share their achievements and what they are doing. And we introduce all the new staff. We have a system of orientation, induction, which we do. And then, to be honest with you, we have a very good system which NGO should adopt. We have post-retirement policy. I mean, we don't believe in retirement, because finding good human resources and telling them you are 58, bye bye, that is antithesis. So people who are good, people who are functional, people who are dedicated, they must be retained even after the physical age of 58 is reached. So we have a very well developed policy which has enabled us to retain outstanding people till they are capable of working, and that has made the people more result oriented. They know that if they're good performers, they're in line with the philosophy thinking of the organization, they have right or continue even after retirement. And I urge upon all the NGOs, unlike corporate, unlike government, that you must retain good people, you must respect them, you must encourage them. It's not the age which matters, it's your mindset, it's your outlook, it's your sense of achievement, sense of dedication, sense of devotion, sense of ownership, which matters. And if you want to retain that, good people have to be retained, have to be motivated, and that has made a big difference to the growth of our organization.
Thank you. This is wonderful learning. And I lot of things I'm writing, I believe that I would be able to implement the same thing with us. One is post-retirement policy. I would like to have that policy ready-made from you in due course of time, and possibly I can also introduce it. Although we have very small start in Jaipur, but when I left job in 2019, I was looking for something what to do now, how to take it forward. And there's a lot of struggle for past 5 years, and then I decided to work for one cause, that is employment of person with disability. And that is also growing. Actually 19 people have been employed, but that is nothing with the in comparison to my mission statement, 1 lakh person by 2029. That is why we are conducting a lot of learning webinars where we can learn and do it at our location, or maybe it's replicated. So those who
Yes.
want to join in 5 day boot camp, they can join. I will just post in chat box what is the joining link, so you can join there and complete it within 5 days. How to do it? How what to do it? You transform supporters from IIM faculty to global organization into lifelong allies. What, according to you, convert a donor into believer?
अनुराग, there are तीन चार बहुत ही ऑब्जर्वेशन चैट बॉक्स में आई हैं. मैं आपसे गुजारिश करूंगा कि
अच्छा,
धर्मेंद्रा ने तीन बहुत ही अच्छे
जी
राइटअप
जी,
शेयर किए हैं. आप उनको शेयर कर सकते हैं. और मैं एक पार्टिसिपेंट से माफ़ी मांगना चाहूँगा.
हिंदी
किसी ने
वाला।
रिक्वेस्ट किया कि हिंदी में भी बोलना चाहिए. मेरी क्षमा याचना, मैंने बहुत देर आपका कमेंट देखा, और हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इस वीडियो को हिंदी में ट्रांसलेट करके आपको दिया जाए. अनुराग जी की हिंदी बहुत अच्छी है, वो कुछ टाइटलिंग करके आपको देंगे. और तीसरा और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, किसी ने सवाल पूछा है कि क्या ये ऑटिज्म को भी लागू पड़ता है. मैं कहूँगा यस. डिसेबिलिटी कोई भी हो, विकलांगता कोई भी हो, हम लोग संस्था के लिए बात कर रहे हैं. वो संस्था ऑटिस्टिक बच्चों के लिए काम करती हो, किसी विकलांग के लिए काम करती है. जो भी मैंने बातें की हैं, वो सभी प्रकार की विकलांगता सभी प्रकार के मार्जिनल ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल को लागू पड़ती हैं। आप किसी भी विकलांगता में काम करते हो, जो ये विचार सस्टेनेबिलिटी पर, रिसोर्स मोबिलाइजेशन पर, पॉलिसी डेवलपमेंट पर जो किए गए हैं, वो बिल्कुल आपकी सभी संस्थाओं को लागू पड़ते हैं। आप उसको स्वीकार कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग डिसेबिलिटी स्पेसिफिक मुद्दों पर चर्चा नहीं कर रहे हैं। हम लोग संस्थाओं के फ्रेमवर्क, संस्थाओं की सस्टेनेबिलिटी, उस पर काम कर रहे हैं। ये सभी विकलांगता को लागू पड़ती है। थैंक यू।
भाविका जी पूछ रही हैं, व्हाट कैन बी डन टू इंक्रीज द पे स्केल ऑफ पीपल वर्किंग इन दिस फील्ड सो दैट मोर एंड मोर स्किल्ड पीपल कैन चूज दिस फील्ड एंड कैन सस्टेन thereby increase the quality of services.
यस, डेफिनेटली पे स्केल इज, भाविका का क्वेश्चन बहुत ही सही है। कोई भी संस्था कॉर्पोरेट सैलरी तो पे नहीं कर सकेगी, क्योंकि और गवर्नमेंट सैलरी भी पे नहीं कर सकेगी। ये एक क्लैरिटी होना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि यदि गवर्नमेंट जॉब चाहिए तो गवर्नमेंट में ही जाना पड़ेगा। कोई भी संस्था है, एक डिसेंट लिविंग वेज तो अवश्य दे सकती है और देनी भी चाहिए। यदि जो व्यक्ति गवर्नमेंट लेवल की सैलरी की अपेक्षा कर रहा है अतः कॉर्पोरेट की कर रहा है, तो मैं तो एडवाइस करूंगा कि आप एनजीओ मत ज्वाइन करिए। आप गवर्नमेंट की जॉब ही के लिए जाइए, कॉर्पोरेट में ज्वाइन करिए। यदि आप कुछ सेक्रीफाइस करना चाहते हैं, आप किसी पर्पस के लिए, किसी उद्देश्य के लिए काम करना चाहते हैं, यदि आप थोड़ा, आप अपने आप को सरकारी सैलरी से कंपेयर नहीं करना चाहते, तो आप एनजीओ में आइए। अदरवाइज मैं स्पष्ट कहना चाहूँगा कि आप एनजीओ के लिए नहीं बने हैं। और एनजीओ को भी चिंता करने की आवश्यकता नहीं है, क्योंकि हमको हजारों लोग नहीं चाहिए, हमको थोड़े से लोग चाहिए। मेरी
हम्म,
संस्था को 400 लोग चाहिए, और इतने लोग तो इस दुनिया में हैं कि जो मेरी संस्था एक रोल मॉडल है, एक क्लासिकल एग्जाम्पल है कि ऐसे, मैं नाम नहीं लेना चाहूँगा, समय की कमी है, ऐसे मेरी वेबसाइट पे पूरे नाम है। ऐसे लोग हैं कि जो एक पर्पस के लिए काम करना चाहते हैं। उनको एक प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए, उनको एक लिविंग वेज चाहिए, उनको प्रोत्साहन चाहिए। वो पैसे के लिए काम नहीं करते हैं, वो एक पर्पस के लिए, एक उद्देश्य के लिए, एक लक्ष्य के लिए, एक विकास के लिए कार्य करते हैं। हमको ऐसे लोगों को खोजना पड़ेगा, अपने साथ जोड़ना पड़ेगा। और मैं कहना चाहूँगा, यदि बीपीए ये कर सकती है तो हर एक संस्था कर सकती है। हमारी सैलरीज कॉरपोरेट और गवर्नमेंट से कंपेरेबल नहीं है, बिल्कुल नहीं है, और ना ही होगी, क्योंकि वो संभव नहीं है। और मैनेजमेंट में हमको पढ़ाया जाता है कि मनी इज नॉट द मोटिवेशन फैक्टर, मनी इज ए हाइजीन फैक्टर। केवल ज्यादा पैसा मिले, लोग ज्यादा काम करेंगे, ये कोई साइंस नहीं बोलती है। यदि लोगों को अच्छा एनवायरनमेंट मिलेगा, अच्छा वातावरण मिलेगा, अच्छा प्रोत्साहन मिलेगा, अच्छे लोग मिलेंगे, अच्छा पर्पस मिलेगा, अच्छे रिजल्ट मिलेंगे, तो कम पैसे से भी लोग अच्छा कार्य कर सकते हैं।
wonderful. Wonderful. I think there are some more questions. Let me. Someone asked me which NGO, कौन सा NGO. This is about Blind People Association Ahmedabad. We are talking about, and but the purpose is that Pankaj Nokhan. I'm interested in party time NGO, part time NGO. Part time कुछ नहीं होगा sir. You have to be committed. Part time में part time ही चलेगा. There is no.
यस 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 यस, यस यस, एक्चुअली ये क्लैरिफाई करना चाहूँगा, हमारी संस्था का नाम ब्लाइंड पीपल्स एसोसिएशन है, लेकिन हम लोग सभी विकलांगता के लिए कार्य करते हैं। आपको जान के ताज्जुब होगा कि हमारा सबसे बड़ा जो कवरेज है वो मेंटल हेल्थ पे है, मेंटल इंटेलेक्चुअली चैलेंज पे है, और स्पेशल नीड पे है, डेफ ब्लाइंडनेस पर है, ऑर्थोपेडिक पर है। हम लोग सभी विकलांगता के लिए बहुत लार्ज स्केल पर कार्य, हमारा जो सीबीआर है, जो हमने लगभग 5 लाख लोगों को कवर किया है विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ मैनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। देर वी कवर एवरी डिसेबिलिटी इंक्लूडिंग ऑटिज्म। सो ये हमारी संस्था का हम नाम चेंज नहीं करना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि इसको एक 5 नए 3 व्यक्तियों ने जगदीश पटेल के लीडरशिप में शुरू किया था, हम उसको रिटेन करना चाहते हैं। लेकिन संस्था सभी विकलांगता के लिए कार्य करती है और सभी कॉम्बिनेशन के लिए कार्य करती है। और नंबर 2, देर इज ए वेरी बिग स्कोप कि, अच्छा आप किसी ने पॉइंट रेज किया, वॉलंटियर्स आर ए बिग रिसोर्स। आज बीपे की जो स्ट्रेंथ है वो इसके वॉलंटियर्स हैं, इसके ट्रस्टी हैं। लॉट ऑफ पीपल वो वेल क्वालिफाइड, जो कंपनी के मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी के डायरेक्टर थे, मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर थे, वेरी वेल प्लेस है, अच्छी अच्छी फैमिलीज आते हैं, कंपनी के प्रेसिडेंट है, उनकी फैमिली है, वो एज ए वॉलंटियर आते हैं। और मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि वॉलंटियर्स ब्रिंग लॉट ऑफ वैल्यूज, credibility, experience, and exposure to the institute, So we should encourage as many volunteers. I can see in the list of participants, there are few leading volunteers also, जिन्होंने रिटायरमेंट के बाद, क्योंकि सबकी सेहत अच्छी होती है, सबको अच्छा पैसा मिल रहा है, लेकिन उनको कुछ कार्य चाहिए, कुछ उद्देश्य चाहिए, कुछ लक्ष्य चाहिए। और मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि ऐसे लोग जो रिटायरमेंट के बाद एक उद्देश्य के साथ जुड़ते हैं, वो बहुत अच्छा कार्य करते हैं। अरविंद आई हॉस्पिटल, ये जो मिस्टर वेंकट रामन थे, उन्होंने, वेंकट स्वामी, उन्होंने रिटायरमेंट के बाद शुरू किया था। आफ्टर रिटायरिंग ही स्टार्टेड द अरविंद आई हॉस्पिटल, जो आज दुनिया का लार्जेस्ट आई हॉस्पिटल है। तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि जो लोग अच्छी फैमिली से हैं, जो एजुकेटेड हैं, वेल टू डू हैं, लेकिन वेल मीनिंग है, जो वांट टू कम एंड वर्क विद योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, प्लीज एनकरेज देम. There are a lot of people who want to come for an hour or 2 hours and have little travel expense and all. Please encourage that. सभी जो permutation combinations हैं, अच्छे लोगों का, लोग अच्छे होंगे तो आपकी संस्था आगे बढ़ेगी। यदि लोग पैसे के लिए आएंगे तो आप पैसे के चक्कर में जहाँ थे वहीं पर रह जाओगे। थैंक यू।
आपने बोला ट्रैवल एक्सपेंस समथिंग, जस्ट सेड यू एंगेज पीपल विद गिव देम ट्रैवल एक्सपेंस समथिंग लाइक दैट जस्ट नाउ।
Sorry?
You
Yeah,
just
some people who want to come and they just want to have the travel expenses. We do that definitely. They should not go out of money. A lot of people who come for 2 hours, 3 hours, they are very good people. They say, "Okay, we'll come voluntary." But coming from home and the institute and back, if they, we very gladly pay that, because after they're spending the money and we can afford to pay that. Sir, किसी एक का बहुत सा क्वेश्चन है राकेश गुप्ता जी का, कि पेरेंट्स इन्वॉल्वमेंट पर। इनफैक्ट मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि जो पेरेंट्स हैं वो हर एक कार्य का एक बैकबोन है। दे आर द पीपल हु कैन मेक ऑल द डिफरेंस। आप उनको काउंसिल करना पड़ेगा। मेरी संस्था ने प्रोग्राम चलाया था पेरेंट काउंसलिंग, जिसमें हम लोग पेरेंट्स को लाकर, पेरेंट्स और सिबलिंग्स को लाकर उनको प्रॉपर काउंसलिंग करते थे। यूनिसेफ ने फंडिंग किया था, बहुत फैंटास्टिक रिजल्ट आए थे। आज भी हमारी संस्था में पेरेंट्स इन्वॉल्वमेंट इज रिस्पेक्टेड, valued, encouraged, motivated. You have to go to them, you have to motivate them. Once mother or the parents are motivated, that makes very big difference. And about making the payment, people will pay you if you have quality service, if they find a change, if they find improvement. No, lot of people, because payment to our institute for the taxpayer is tax exempt, they can claim the exemption on that. यदि आप उनको ठीक से मोटिवेट करेंगे और एट द सेम टाइम आप अपने अपने प्रोग्राम को बहुत एक्सपेंसिव मत बनाइए, मेक इट अफोर्डेबल, मेक इट कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव, रेज द मनी फ्रॉम पब्लिक। काफ़ी लोग ऐसे हैं दुनिया में कि जो इस पर्पस के लिए आपको सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं। लोग सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं तो लीजिए। और जो पेरेंट्स हैं उनके पास ऑलरेडी बहुत बर्डन है, they already are not willing to spend money on our special need children. So if we motivate them, just bring them to the center. We will take care of the expenses. They will be motivated. It's a question of good fundraising, good resources. यदि रिसोर्स मिलता है तो यूज करिए। There's tons of money around the world which is lying unused, which is lying untapped. Tap it, use it for a purpose. Doesn't matter even somebody can afford it, still not willing to pay. We will pay for that. For example, we do the eye surgeries. We tell them, if you want free eye surgery, we'll do it. But surgery is must, not the payment, because somebody else is making the payment. If somebody sitting in America is willing to pay for all the free surgeries, if government of India is willing to pay for all the free surgeries, why should I mind? I'll tap it from the government, I'll tap it from the donor, but I'll see that services are delivered.